Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's your girl Fee on YouTube, and this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Top of the evening to you all. Let's get into some Jermell Charlo after the Keith Thurman and Fundor fight. This shit. I guess he was popping this. They call it popping this shit. Was he popping this shit, or he was just talking shit? Which one was it? So, Fight Hub, shout out Fight Hub, caught up with him. And he basically was, to me, seemed like he was just on one. He was lit, he was hype. You know what I'm saying? Fight Hype asked him a few questions. He got visibly irritated. Kind of like how Rolly Romero was irritated with Blue Blood. Y'all know I can't stand Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he got visibly angry. I mean, visibly angry with old boy from Fight Club. You know what I'm saying? So he said he don't know what else to do in the sport. And I'm just gonna paraphrase here. He said he don't know what to do in the sport of boxing. He don't know what else to do. He tried. He reached out. To no avail, basically. And then he was like he ain't even gonna mention the little fish. I mean the big fish or the little lion, cause I'm the big lion. You know what I'm saying? And I'll beat all these dudes. I'll beat Boots. Boots. Errol Spence. Fundor, if everybody at 154, he run 154 and he run Texas. That's what Jermell Charlo said, okay? So then at one point, and then he said, get me out of here. Alright, some dude came up to shout him out, hug him, shake his hand. He gave him a hug, and then he said, okay, get me out. He told the nigga to get him out of here. And dude was like, well, I can't get you out of here. I just came over here to, speak to you or whatever. So, then somebody, I don't know who that fighter was that walked up to him. Forgive me, y'all, I ain't gonna act like I know who he was or if that was even a fighter, but looked like he's Mexican or other, rather. Walked up to Jermell, was like, yo, let me get your number, this and the other. He was like, yo, I meant to tell you, I want to talk to you about you and your brother. That's the devil trying to come between y'all. And Jermell was like, oh, that's not me, that's him. That's him. I got God, or whatever. He was like, no. He was like, man, you just got to get on your knees and pray. Shout out to the brother for telling Jermell Charlo that. He was like, you don't let nothing come between you and your brother. So, Jermell was like, I got God. That nigga need to get God. You know what I'm saying? And, he proceeded to continue walking again. And then security caught up with him. He was like, yeah, get me out of here. So, here's my thing, with the whole situation with Jermell. When you send things out there, they come back. They gotta land somewhere when you send them out. At one point you was like you black carding. He meant to say, blackballing, but instead he say you black carding. I'm black card Boo Boo Andrade. He ain't getting no money. F him. I hate him. He's from Rhode Island. These are his exact words. I'm not paraphrasing. When he was in his whip right around Dallas. Was it Dallas or Houston? Alright. And 3-4 years later, it looked like nobody wanted to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? It was F Eddie Hearn, F Mr. Turkey, F everybody. You ain't PBC, you know what I'm saying? F everybody. And now, you know what I'm saying? It look like it's F you, because nobody don't want to deal with you right now. He been crying out for a fight, say he DM'd Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn ain't even mentioned the nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even said, well, we gonna see what we can do or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We know you ain't gonna fight no Boots. Boots ain't gonna fight you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not even sure if Fundora will fight you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Errol will fight you. he may freeze you out and say he probably wouldn't mind fighting you, but he probably wouldn't because he probably don't want to help you get no money because of how you carrying on, how you acting. You know, and then he also told the dude who I think is a fighter, who was telling him he needed to link back up with his brother and they need to stop this shit. He told him that he took a picture with my enemy, a nigga that hate me, a nigga that's hating on me. And it's just like, come on, Jermell Charlo, at the end of the day, you and the nigga Errol Spence was buddy for years. PBC for years, all you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was very close. Fought together, sparred together, had the same trainer. You left your trainer, Ronnie Shields, to go be with his trainer, Derrick James. Errol was there first. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, it's F him, he hating on me, this, and that, and the other. If you missed the nigga, just say that. If you need to apologize, then just say that. Because, and y'all need to scroll down to my videos. You know, shit ain't really been the same since he lost that Terrence Bud Crawford fight. But let me tell you something. The way that they carried on, I got a whole video talking about how Jermell carried on at that fight. He had, you know, his people fought his brother people. You know, fighting all at Errol Spence presser and shit like that. His people was fighting his brother Jermell people and drag that. Like, come on, man, that shit was an embarrassment what happened. That shit was sad, man. That was really sad. And I got a whole video talking about how that's supposed to be your homeboy and this the biggest fight of his career, and y'all embarrassing him like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit was sad as hell. Let's talk about it. If we gonna talk about it, let's talk about it, man. And now when you look at Jermell after that Canelo shit as well, all that shit plays a role in why nobody ain't effing with him. There's always something with him. He talked about how Jamal got slapped. Did y'all forget when Jay Heard slapped the shit out of his ass for talking about he'll blank his beat? Y'all remember when Jermell Charlo told Jay Heard that, and Jay Heard, you know, fiance was like, come on, let's go. And Jay Heard slapped her with the left hand. He didn't even see it coming. He ain't slapped Jay Heard back. Y'all always getting on Jamal. Y'all always talk about Jamal. But y'all don't talk about when Jermell got slapped. Jermell got slapped first. Yeah, and ain't do nothing first. But y'all ain't dragged that. But y'all wanted to drag Jamal, the one who's obviously going through the most. But that's how the world do you. That's how wicked people do you. The last thing Jamal needed was for y'all to drag him the way y'all did when he got slapped. As hard as y'all did. I mean, y'all dragged him real hard. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody has sympathy on him and say, like, I got a whole video talking about how I seen in his eyes that Jamal was going through something. This before it became a big deal. I say, man, he going through something. That happened to me before. He didn't react because he tired. It wasn't even so much as because he a sucker, he scared. It wasn't that, man. And then you got Jermell going around saying, I ain't the one that got slapped. I ain't the one that got slapped. You are the one that both of y'all done been slapped. Nigga, you, matter of fact, I think you got slapped first. Look it up. Jay Heard slaps Jermell Charlo. Look it up. So I'm saying all this to say, I want to see Jermell fight. You know? I'm sick of him out here throwing tantrums, throwing tomatoes, throwing carrots, throwing lettuce, throwing all type of shit at everybody. You know, throwing shots at his brother, throwing shots at the end of the day, you know, Errol more than likely is training with Ronnie Shields. Ronnie Shields is one of the greatest trainers to ever do it. I'm sorry if you not there to partake in the good training that you started off with, that you probably burnt that bridge. Or I believe Ronnie Shields will take you back, but you got so much pride. And after pride comes the great father. Look at you now. Now you can't get no fight. Now it's looking like they don't wanna give you no fight. Do it look like they wanna give? I got this little thing over my phone, so that's why I look so blurry, y'all. But I'm gonna put it back because I don't want it to, I be dropping this shit. I don't want it to break, so I'm gonna have to look blurry. But y'all talk to me. Am I tripping? I know I ain't tripping. Now Jermell Charlo whining and crying. Ain't nobody really fucking with him for real. He don't fuck with niggas. It's always fuck niggas, this and that. The only niggas he fuck with was the ones on PBC, and PBC is split. No more. Them niggas, as far as the unity go. Adrian Broner gone this way. We don't know what happened to Easter, Esther, whatever his name is. Errol gone his way. Jamel and Jamal, they gone their way. Tate gone his way. The only person they got left over there that's active really is David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? And now you looking real lonely, brother. I would love to see a Jermell and Fundora fight. I don't think Fundora gonna fight Jermell. I believe Fundora will fight Boots, but I don't think Boots gonna fight Fundora. We know what's up with Boots. Check my last video out, because now they act like he such the great savior to beat Fundora now. That man, please get out of here with that shit. The only person Boots want to prove himself against was Virtual Ortiz, and he act like he wanted to prove his point against Terrence Crawford, but I really felt like he did it, because at one point Crawford was like, just move up to 154 or some shit like that, or what was it? Move up to 160. I don't remember how the shit quite went, but Boots was like, no, fight me at 147, and Crawford hadn't already said he was done with 147. And then when you seen Crawford, you back and put your hand and folded up your arms. You ain't had no smoke for Crawford, nobody for real. Boots ain't got no smoke for nobody for real. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen, y'all let me know what's up. Who gonna fight? Who gonna fight Jermell? Can we get Tim Titsu to fight Jermell? Can we get that? Let's see if we can get that fight. I believe that's about the best bet for him, is to see if he can get a Tim Titsu fight. That's what I'm thinking Jermell Charlo best bet is. Tim looking to come back and redeem himself, you know what I'm saying, against Fundora. Let's get him in the ring with Jermell. Let's see. They been supposed to fight. That fight was put off twice. Let's see if we can start from scratch with Jermell. Let's see if he'll take that fight. You got to get in where you fit in, Jermell. You done pissed everybody off. You done pissed the fans off. You hate your fans. You know what I'm saying? You hate niggas. You be talking crazy. You hate Rhode Island. You hate Boo Boo Andrade. You know what I'm saying? It's F Spence. It's F Fundora. It's F this, F that. You run Texas, this and that and the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just all over the place. Let's see if we can get you in the ring with Tim Titsu. Let's see if we can get that Tony Harrison. You might have to start off with Tony Harrison. Why not? Tony Harrison 3. Y'all 1-1. That's a perfect fight. That's a perfect comeback fight. Let's do the Tony Harrison 1-1. You know what I'm saying? Can we get a Tony Harrison 1-1? Can we get a Tony Harrison 1-1 and do a tiebreaker and see if we can see who really the man at, you know what I'm saying, between y'all two. And after that, let's see if we can give Tim Titsu. And then we get you, okay, you beat Tim Titsu, okay, good. Now you beat Tony Harrison, okay, fine. Then you beat Tim Titsu, okay, cool. Then we can start talking about, can we get you in the ring with Spence? You beat Spence, fine. Then we can see if Fundora want to prove himself against you. If he don't be done moved up. You know what I'm saying? That's all to it. You had to start from the bottom, Jermell. Like everybody keeps telling you, all of all of my guys that I listen to on here, they all say you got to start with the bottom, start at the bottom, and I concur. You got to start over again, Jermell. It just is what it is. You done rubbed everybody the wrong way. Everybody who you shot a bird at, you need everybody now. You need the fans to back you and fight for you and promote you and care and give a fuck about you again. And then in turn, it'll catch the attention to people like Eddie Hearn and the Dana Whites and the Mr. Turkeys and all of that, who will be interested in wanting to see you in the ring again. And then in turn, we'll see if we can get some good fights. You know what I'm saying? Get your belts back, man. Because you crying about your belts, talking about, oh, ain't nobody took shit from me. I lost my belts to get to Canelo or some shit he said. Or whatever, whatever, whatever. Or ain't nobody took his shit or whatever he was saying. He was all over the place with Fight Hub. And my thing is, nigga, forget them belts right now. You had them. You don't have them now. You got to earn them back. You talking about, you know what I'm saying, begin with an S, end with a G to try to get your belts back because they ain't had no business taking them. You're going to lose if you do that. You ain't going to win. It's going to be a waste of money. Nigga, get it back in blood. How about that? And stop doing all this whining and going on this fussing tour everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? Being nice to all the light skins and the Mexicans, but treating your fellow brethren like shit. You know what I'm saying? Get a good look back in with the black community again. Let's see if we can get that about you. We know you don't really care about your own kind like that, and that's cool. You know me, I don't trip about stuff like that. I know what niggas do to each other. I know niggas hate each other. They don't like their own women. They like racially ambiguous women, so forth and so on. For the most part, you don't want no real melanated, beautiful black woman anyway. It's cool. Nobody's mad at you about that. But if you had one, I got a feeling you wouldn't be carrying on the way you would because she would be holding you accountable. You know, them niggas with them racially ambiguous women don't really be holding y'all accountable like that. And niggas don't want accountability, and that's why y'all be running to the motherfuckers. I said what I said. And that's not to offend you, insult you. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. If that's not you, don't put the shoe on. Just like when niggas talk crazy about black women, the shoe don't fit me, I don't put the motherfucker on. If it ain't you, don't put it on. You know what I'm saying? Comments, welcome. Just be respectful. That's all I'm saying. Respect me, I respect you. So y'all come below. Let me know, what do y'all feel like Jermell Charlo got to do in order to get back on point here? Do y'all think I'm on to something? Am I reaching? Am I being a reach queen again? What say you? Holla at your girl. Let me know how you feel about this. That's all I got. Peace.